Hello everybody and welcome back to week 8 weekly pick'em and wrap-up show of the AAF. How's it going everybody? Hopefully you guys are having a pretty good week. I am Buddy Strange, this is StrangeVoodooTV, and let's just get into the win and the loss of the week. What do you guys say? First off, the win of the week is going to be the Memphis Express winning over Birmingham in overtime. Oh yeah baby, that's awesome. We also got to see Manziel get a little work in. Not as much as I thought they were going to do, but still, he got himself in the game a little bit. I think Brandon Silvers showed enough that he's probably going to start in this upcoming game as well, but expect Manziel's package to be expanded a little bit, if you know what I mean. No, expect Manziel to do a little bit more in this next game. I at least do. I think we'll see him a little bit more, but in this past game, they got it done on defense and then got it done when they needed to on offense. Horn was huge in this game, and just good job everybody. That was a great win by Memphis. For my pick'em record, it wasn't good because I would have got 4 out of 4, but I'm happy to be wrong in this case. Good job Memphis. Win of the week. Loss of the week is going to be the San Diego Fleet. They just got beaten in every facet by Arizona, and Arizona just dominated pretty much the whole game, and really there's nothing else other than that. Nothing was hitting on any sort of cylinder for San Diego, and they couldn't even tackle John Walford on like a 36-yard run or whatever it was, and it just poor play through the whole game, and yeah, just loss of the week. Alright, Players of the Week, SVTV's Players of the Week. Speaking of John Walford, Offensive Player of the Week is going to be him, John Walford. It was either him or Dearness Johnson from the Orlando Apollos. I was also thinking of him because he had a 3-touchdown day, but so did Walford. And to be fair, Walford also had more rushing yards than Dearness Johnson, the running back for the Apollos. He had Johnson had 40. Walford had 44, so there's that. But, and then you also add in Walford's passing yards. He had a really big day against San Diego. That run were just, it looked like nobody on defense was even paying attention, and he was able to fake a slide almost and just go the distance. That was huge. Throwing for 2 touchdowns as well. And yeah, just had to give it to him this week. Very good job by John Walford. Alright, Defense Player of the Week is also going to be another Arizona hotshot on the other side of the ball. Shaquille Richardson coming in big with a forced fumble and an interception. 8 tackles, I believe. Big in stopping Berkovici and Terrell Watson. And that offense didn't stop Baugh. Baugh almost stopped himself. Actually, I don't know about that call. I think he might have fumbled it, threw it behind him before he reached the goal line. But anyway, that's beside the point. Shaquille Richardson, big day for him, and very deserving of Defensive Player of the Week for sure. Special Teams Player of the Week is going to be Taylor Bertolet. Bertolet? Is it Bertolet or Bertolet? If he's French, it's Bertolet, but if he's American, it's Bertolet. But anyway, however you say it, Taylor was big on the day. He went 3 of 4, so he missed one, but still got his team 9 points. The Stallions didn't win, yes, but I still had to give it to him. Even in a losing effort, he played his heart out, and he has shown way more improvement than expected since the beginning weeks. He's doing way better than he was, and I just have to recognize it here with Special Teams Player of the Week. Alright, now the highlight package of the week. Enjoy.
Williams. He saw Williams in the backfield. Yes, some room! Into the end zone! Diving in for the touchdown is Trey Williams. And 10, Berkovici in traffic. It's Marcus Ball to the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego. Wow. 2-point conversion attempt here. Williams looks to throw, goes the other way, back in the corner of the end zone, catch is made by Greg Ward. Winning overtime, Silver to Williams. Woodruff with the pump fake, goes to the corner of the end zone, has a man, holds on to the ball, Salt Lake touchdown. Woodside with a shoulder fake over the corner of the end zone. And it's caught! What a grab! Are you serious? Mikhail McKay with the first touchdown of the game. breaks loose, and Watford will score! How about that? 35 yards. Woodrum to the end zone, picked off. There's a lot of room. Oh my goodness, talk about a game-changing play. He could go the distance. It is Devontae Bosby with his 5th interception of the season.
All right, everybody, let's get into how we did this past week. We went 3 of 4, 75%, putting us at 46% on the year with 13 out of 28. Oh man, if Birmingham won, which I'm glad they didn't overall, but if they won, I would have been at 50%, which is my goal for the season. So I'm kind of bummed about that, but it's more than made up by Memphis winning in overtime and a great game where they had to come back. I don't know. It's just, I'll take it. I'll take it and make it up this week in the pick'ems. But before we do that, let's look at Buddy's power rankings. First off, the Apollos and the Commanders at 1 and 2. Apollos, not much change because they're winning. They're doing really well. And with the Commanders close behind, the Apollos and the Commanders are pretty much at this moment in time in the AAF, the most complete teams week in and week out. Number 3 is the Hot Shots. They are on the rise. They are getting hot again when it matters the most. They are doing really well. I don't know if they continue it this week. We'll see in my pick'em, but so far they are number 3. Above the Iron at number 4. The Iron, they got beat by who I had ranked the worst team in the AAF. I would put the Fleet ahead had the Fleet not been piss poor against Arizona this past week. I would put Iron at 5 and Fleet at 4, but the Iron are still okay. These ones are pretty interchangeable, but I would still pick the Iron over the Fleet at this point. Even though I was high on the Fleet, they have not been performing well. Plus, they lost Dontez Ford and Jaquan Gardner for the season, and they don't have Philip Nelson for a couple more weeks. So I can't put the Fleet over the Iron here, and it's not looking good for the rest of their season either. All right, the Stallions at 6, the Express at 7, who still have playoff hopes after beating Birmingham. It's not good, but just like Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber, there's a chance. So there's that, and then the Legends round out the bottom of the list. I know they've beaten the Express, but they just, I don't know if that was luck, but they are not doing well right now. And the Express beat Birmingham, who was pretty high up on the rankings this past week and have been pretty good. I had to give it to the Express over the Legends this week. It might change next week, we'll see. But those are the power rankings. Tell me what you think down below in the comments. I would love to hear your opinion, what your power rankings are and what you think about mine. So hit me up in the comments down below with that. But with that being said, let's get into our picks. Week 8 pick'em. First game, we have Orlando versus Memphis. And as you can probably guess, this one isn't a tough choice for me. I do have Orlando winning. I think Orlando pretty much controls the game. They faced off once before, and that was actually a pretty damn good game for Memphis. That was the first game that they got Zach Mettenberger in the game. But as you may know, he's not going to be playing in this game. Brandon Silvers is probably going to get the start again, as I would predict. And I'm not saying he's bad, but and then I don't, not against Orlando's defense with Terrence Garvin, O'Kine. If O'Kine's back, I'm not sure if O'Kine's back either. But they have Gunter, Garvin. They're not hurting when it comes to defensive players. And then on offense, even though Memphis's defense is pretty good usually, they've been letting some big plays up recently, and Orlando's a big play offense. So Orlando wins 31-15 in my prediction. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little bit closer than that, but I would also not be surprised if it's like 46-6. It's one of those games where I could see it being pretty close or really just out of whack, far away. Orlando takes it and runs with it, But Orlando wins. Game 2, San Diego versus Salt Lake. In this one, San Diego's hurt, and like I said, they They don't have Dantes Ford for the rest of the season. They don't have Nelson for this game. Berkovici's been all right in a backup role, actually getting pretty damn good stats, but not doing anything with those stats, and then also turning the ball over a lot, and he's just not been that great. And then Gardner's out as well. I just don't see a big day for San Diego. I do think Salt Lake wins in somewhat of an upset. I wouldn't really call it an upset, but they almost won this past time, and I could see them winning this time. And I see them doing it 17-12, so it's going to be a close game, I think. But I think Woodrum and that offense, and then Palapoi or whatever, Mike Purcell, and Carter Schultz on that defensive front can get it done for Salt Lake. And yeah, I think Salt Lake wins this one. All right, game 3, Atlanta versus Birmingham. Atlanta, coming off a pretty tough one against the best team in the AAF, and then Birmingham coming off a tough one against one of the worst teams in the AAF. So that being said, I do have Birmingham bouncing back against Atlanta and winning this one. I think Birmingham does a pretty good job on stopping Aaron Murray and Folston on that offense. And then on the flip side, Birmingham's offense, I'm not big on Price or Perez, but whichever one happens to get in there for any amount of time, I think they'll do all right. Maybe not the best, but all right. Enough to get them enough points to win. The points being Birmingham winning 22-9 over Atlanta. That's my prediction. I could very easily see that being a really close game, like a 15-12, something like that. I could really easily see it being that. But no, I think Birmingham gets a little momentum maybe in the third quarter and kind of runs away with it a little bit. But yeah, it could easily be a really close game, just like Memphis-Birmingham this past week. All right, lastly, game 4, Arizona versus San Antonio. Arizona has been on a very hot streak, but so is San Antonio. Like I said, San Antonio is one of the most complete teams in all 3 facets of the game: special teams, offense, defense. I see them bringing it even to this game. I think that defense can stop up John Walford, Stockton, Cook, and Ross and the like. I don't know. I see San Antonio winning this game. I really believe with all my being that it's going to be a close game no matter what, whether it's high scoring, low scoring. I see it being a really close game. I have the score set at 26-22 in my prediction, so I think it's going to be a little high on the high end for AAF games, but I really think it'll be a close game. Arizona will duke it out. It wouldn't be a surprise to me if Arizona does pull this one out, but I don't think I think their hot streak, pun intended, ends here in San Antonio. I think the Commanders are just going to be a little too much for Arizona to handle. But that being said, that's going to do it for us here today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to grow here on SVTV, and that is one of the ways you do it, or so I'm told. So please do that. Comment anything down below that you want me to see, any of your opinions on my opinions, and that'll give me a chance to see what you're thinking about, whether it be the pick'em itself, the power rankings, the players of the week. Who are your players of the week? Win and loss of the week. I would love to hear your opinion. Please comment it down below if you want to. But that being said, as always, I'm Buddy Strange. This is Strange Voodoo TV. Keep it strange, people. I'll see you in the next one. Gaming video next week, possibly. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, or when I'm going to do it, but look out for a gaming video sometime in the next week. I'm working on getting my shit together. I just need to get it together. But anyway, no. That being said, I'm Buddy Strange. This is Strange Voodoo TV. Keep it strange. I'll see you in the next one, and peace out.